These ladies here, most of ladies here in East Africa.
Can't even explain it.
I'm explaining.
Okay, please.
They have one problem.
Which is?
That problem is Netflix and chill.
No.
Yes. These ladies, they grow up watching Telemundo.
Oh, please.
They grow up watching all sorts of movies. So they expect the East African man who came from, now like me, who comes from Bukedia Soroti, to fall in line and behave like that man whom they saw in the Telemundo soap. You get? So, please, ladies, since you're here with us here in East Africa, if you want to watch Telemundo, I don't know where those things are filmed.
Mexico.
If you want that romance, I would advise you, get an air ticket and go to that country.
You know Hi guys, welcome to the Repat podcast. My name is Joanita Maya. I'll let my brother in Christ.
Yes, very interesting. Very interesting. Yes, my name is Outer Brand, man from the eastern part of Uganda, content creator. Yeah, nice to be here.
This is going to be an interesting episode, guys. O'Shea Dick Jackson from California, living in Kampala, Uganda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
O'Shea, take it away.
So they've been having a big fight. We actually had another podcast scheduled, but the videographers and Rachel and Kuhani, they're pretty much talking about how, and this is not me, so don't come for me saying that I have anything to do with this podcast episode. Why East African men are not as romantic, and why like some of these men like from the Congo or Nigeria are taking these women away from these men, such as
this African brother of ours.
Yes, East African.
Is it true that you're not romantic?
What I can say,
Defend yourself.
us here in East Africa, maybe for an exception, there are few who are not romantic.
Okay.
But the majority, we are romantic.
That is the
in
biggest
our
lie you've told.
way.
Okay.
Yeah? We are romantic in our way. The problem, these ladies who are with us here in East Africa, they are comparing us to what? To other men who are in other continents, who have their own way of being romantic. Yeah, but us, we are romantic in our way.
Can you explain what our way means?
These ladies here, most of ladies here in East Africa.
Can't even explain it.
I'm explaining.
Okay, please.
They have one problem.
Which is?
That problem is Netflix and chill.
No.
Yes. These ladies, they grow up watching Telemundo.
Oh, please.
They grow up watching all sorts of movies. So they expect the East African man who came from, now like me, who comes from Bukedia Soroti, to fall in line and behave like that man whom they saw in the Telemundo soap. You get? So, please, ladies, since you're here with us here in East Africa, if you want to watch Telemundo, I don't know where those things are filmed.
Mexico.
If you want that romance, I would advise you, get an air ticket and go to that country.
You know what? By the way, on this podcast, we have Kuhani and Rachel in the background. They have a mic. So, Kuhani, please take it away before I get to him, because he's so close to me and I may do something. Please take it away.
We don't want men who are on Telemundo. We don't want men who are on Netflix or Netflix and chill or any of that. The thing is, with East African men, first of all, you guys are stingy.
Whoop.
You're very stingy. I don't know who told you just because a woman has her money that you shouldn't spend money on her. If you allow a woman to feel comfortable around you, if you allow a woman to feel like she has a man, that woman will spend on you. And that is the truth.
Yes.
But you guys don't even create space for a woman to be a woman. You want her to be struggling day in, day out. She is running here. She comes home, she tells you about her day. You're just there.
Thinking of how to cheat next.
Yeah, what is You just want
to the response.
I'm sure these people, I'm sure you don't even do foreplay.
Oh!
You just want to come and enter there and leave.
Time is of the essence. You know what, so?
You know what?
You know what, so?
Let me chime in here and say, I fully stand with the fact that East African men are not romantic.
Okay.
We've been unfortunate that we've been dealt with these men who are not romantic. East African men do not have a romantic bond in them. These are men, you'll go with them to a supermarket and they'll let you pay. You've gone in together, but he's gonna go walk around with you, enjoy your company. When it's time to pay, he's gonna let you pay. They do not open doors. Have you ever opened a door in your life for a woman?
Yes, I have.
Oh, please. They do not open doors. What else don't they do? We say it a lot behind the scenes. But they don't do a lot, guys. I've been to other countries and I see how the men treat the women. You see them in shopping malls, they're with the women, they're clearing bills. They're even carrying the lady's bag and going with her while she's doing her shopping. You understand? You can literally see so many people on dinner dates, you see so many people on dates. Something, not to say people here don't go on dates, they do. But what I'm trying to say is East African men here, they're very stingy because, this topic came up because O'Shea was saying he empowers African men to empower women. But these African men don't be empowering women. They empower themselves. Well, O'Shea is putting money in their pocket. That money stays in that pocket. It does not cross over to any woman. And the videographer, Brivian, who's in charge of today and who's going to edit this, said he left a girl on the expressway. Do you guys understand on the expressway? The expressway on the road. Something similar
Like
happened
a
to me.
rat
A
on the
guy
highway.
dropped
On
me
the
off
highway.
at work and he made me cross the road. He could have dropped me inside. Okay? But because he just said, you know what? You can cross. Imagine putting my life in danger. The road is very busy, but he made me cross. Kohani had another incident. A guy made her pay for gas for her to be dropped off. Okay?
Wait, can you talk about that experience, Kohani? Story time music!
So this guy, I was seeing this guy and he came to pick me up. But when he picked me up, he was really complaining and he was like, I don't know what, gas, la, 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 la. And I was like, you've been making rounds the whole day with the car.
What type of
Why
rounds?
are you not, why is it a problem for you to come and pick me up? So he was like, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to put half of the money for the gas and then you're going to put half of the rest for the gas. And I was like,
And guess who's raising the hand behind the scenes? Brivian. Rachel, take it away.
Well, guys, I've thought long and hard before
Yes.
Oh my God.
before I came here to answer this, and I don't want to come across as hating on our really, really handsome, cute men.
That's all.
But my question is, or my concern is, how can someone be given something they have not experienced? Rather, how can someone give something they have not experienced or they have not been given? And that goes both ways, because some of these people have grown up in environments or in homes. And this is me saying this because I grew up from a home with so many men, more than the women.
Okay.
So they're taught in a certain way of how they should treat a woman or protect a woman or be loving to their women.
Okay.
And most of these things are, provide security, provide like food or, provide school fees if it's like children. So sometimes they're not going to come out as romantic, if it's not materialistic things. They're going to come off as non-romantic, because this is like, I would say, a different century, and we are exposed to the internet. We are watching so many things on Instagram, YouTube.
Telemundo.
And we are having open conversations as women, right? And this is not me coming off as defending men, but I'm saying from experience, from our fathers and other people, men in society and everything. Which also goes to women as well, because you hear so many men complaining, these girls are not romantic, all they want is money. So we are having that battle as, from the end of women, we are not seen as romantic. From the end of men, they're not seen as romantic. And for some people, because in some relationships, it's like receiving end. There's no giving, right? So it's a one-way street.
Okay.
So that's where the whole thing is. And we are not also understanding the whole thing of or the whole concern of being romantic? Is it materialistic things or is it other things that do not involve money?
Yes.
The voices behind the podcast.
Kwani wants to say something, but before she says something, just
Whom are you? Did you know where
being
she's coming
romantic,
from?
it's acts of service. No, honestly, and this is a pandemic.
Okay.
with Ugandan men, you know, and this is not to hate on them, the amazing men, but they don't have that bone in them. Like Rachel said, because they've been exposed to, they've not seen it growing up. But I feel like they need to learn. And Brian, it's not about Netflix and Telemundo, no. Like Kohani said, these things, they didn't just dream of them. They happen in real life. Like women are being treated as princesses, but then you come to this country and the men want to make the women work harder.
Can I ask a question?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Can I ask a question? Because like before the podcast started, Kohani said something about like Congolese men and we've talked about that, and like Nigerian men. So in comparisons to what you see here in East Africa, and you're a Kenyan, by the way. So you have somebody from Kenya and Uganda. So how do Congolese men or Nigerian men treat the women in comparisons to like men in your country, or, you know?
Okay, I will speak on behalf of the Kenyan men, of what I have experienced with Kenyan men. So there's this toxicity that goes around with men, especially, in Kenya. They tell each other, like right now, maybe we are walking in town with my man, right? I need to do something and I'm like, babe, could you please hold my bag for me? He'll be like, no, I can't hold your bag for you. I'm a man. I can't be seen holding a purse and stuff like that. Or maybe he's gonna be like, I can't cook. What if one day you get married and your wife is not feeling well and you need to take care of the family? So your family is not going to eat that day because a man should not go in the kitchen and cook. And this is something actually that happened with my small brother. There's a time my mom asked him to clean the dishes and he was like, no, I can't clean the dishes. I'm a man. And my mom sat him down and he told him, when you look at your big brothers, does Anthony cook? He cooks. Does he clean? He cleans. Does Kim cook? He cooks, he cleans, he does all those things. So he asked him, who told you that men shouldn't do these things? So it's something at the back. There's a sort of toxicity that goes around that tells men that to be a man, you can't do things like be in the kitchen, you can't clean, you can't, like being romantic is a sign of weakness. Like, and that's why I hate the word simp. Because somebody will be like, he's a simp, he's a simp. He's not a simp. He just knows how to treat his woman right. Yeah. And that's why your girlfriend is going to start chasing him too.
So in comparison to the other men that come into like Congolese men.
Yeah, Congolese men treat women very nicely.
Okay.
He will call you and ask you, oh babe, how was your day? He will take time to
I even
understand.
see your face. It changed when you said Congolese men. It's like...
Congolese men are treating you
yes,
right.
the Congolese men are good. They will talk to you nicely. He will take you out on dates. You see, like somebody will come and ask you to be like, nowadays they don't even ask you like, could you please be my girlfriend? They're like, now see, it is what it is. what is it?
You went on a few dates and
there are even no dates, Joan. There are no dates.
There's a tribe in Western Uganda, Banyankole and Bachiga. They don't even propose. They're just like, don't you think we're now married?
You
no
see?
ring, no nothing. He said,
that's the
we're
thing.
now something.
Like the romance is no longer there. Like the romance of knowing I am with someone. It's not exciting. My blood is not boiling. I just know this man. Yeah.
He provides. But you know, that's the biggest mistake with men. Like they think it stops at provision. No, it does not stop at provision. And I know the men in the comment section are going to eat this up. I know they're pressed. I can already see that comment section. They're writing paragraphs saying, these women are entitled. You know what? You know why you're saying all this? Because deep down you're stingy and you're unromantic. Look at the mirror. It is you that we're talking about. You who is pressed in the comment section.
Can I get canceled? Like, I know this is one of those podcasts where I'm just like kind of instigating things here. But in defense of our brothers here in Uganda, and the ladies are nice, but now when I'm seeing guys here, they're asked to do so many things. So now, the country is very difficult. So you need, because if you have no money, the ladies will not even. You might as well be like the dirt if you're broke here.
You are invisible.
You're invisible. Okay, so now become visible. So you become visible. Now, the question is, after becoming visible, which no one saw you before, after you had to do all of these things, what do you get after you become visible? Now it's you need to provide, because if you can't provide, then that's nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then you need to take care of me, give me money, you know.
Kameza money.
Kameza money.
Invest in me
Then,
as if it's a business.
Okay, now, yeah. Oh, that's a good one, right? Invest in my business.
No,
But
invest
a
in
girl
her.
knows you like her or love her if you invest in her, because why not? Why can't you invest in her? What's stopping
I
you
would want to
say this,
invest
right?
in a
from
business.
investing?
Hold on a second. So this guy had to spend all that time being somebody, because you wouldn't even talk to him if he was you wouldn't even give him a time of day.
Life
He could be
is
the
unfair.
greatest guy. Okay, so listen. So this guy has to do this. Then the girl is asking you every 5 minutes, you know, mobile money. Let me get money for data. I need to go here, need to go there. So then after that, oh, you're not romantic enough. You're not spending enough time with me. Okay, but the guy has to do what he has to do to become him, right? He has all these strengths. And then I'll say this on behalf of Ugandan men. And the family is saying, okay, take care of your brother, take care of your little brother, your sister, your mom, take all of these things. Then you say the guy is not romantic enough. But now it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. Okay, you're broke, I won't talk to you. Okay, but now you're not romantic enough after doing everything. So my question is, after doing all of that, what is his reward in getting something from you? What are you giving for him?
Before we go any further,
That's what I wanna
look
know.
at Brivian. While you are defending the African man, how come you're romantic? Say, how come you? By the way, zoom in on him, on his face. This face right here, how come when you're dealing with the girls that you deal with, you're romantic? How come they keep coming back to you and they keep chasing after you? How come? Why can't you say the African? Why can't you tell
lies.
African men
I'm
to
not
follow
dating
what you're doing?
I'm a Christian. I am a pastor.
Yeah. Before we go to Rachel, how come you're romantic? How come you're romantic? How come you get
Number
time
one-
to be romantic to these women?
Number
And
one-
you have people you take care of. That's not an excuse.
Wait, what I'm saying is, I treat you girls like
No, but
everything. What have I not given you? Especially you.
Stop.
You've been making me broke for years.
don't put me on that. But what I'm trying to say, as you're defending the African man, how come you're not doing what they're doing? How come you're romantic?
Well, number one, I wanted to say I love Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior.
Rachel has something to say as you're out here.
Yeah, I'm saying he was saying all that, and you're saying how come he's romantic, yet he's saying something different. Now that same thing is, rather the thing is, there are so many people who are watching him and who are like want to be like him, but they take what he says, not what he does. Yeah. So some of those are like, how would I say, victims of toxic masculinity?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they will, because I hear this a lot. I hear this a lot, even with right from our videographer here, Brivian. They'll say like, oh, they'll think I'm weak, or they'll think I'm not man enough, if I'm doing all these things, doing the PDA, just go out there. Let's say there are times when, like Acacia Mall, there are so many foreigners. Sometimes you see these people walking around, or maybe they kiss or something, and the way people look at them is like, oh, it's culturally an abomination. Like, how dare you do that,
Yeah.
But when it's a white man or something, it's white people. And I have had someone tell me before, because I think you were arguing about something, is like, he was like, that's for educated people like you. And this is a small thing as, holding a hand of your woman, walking like in a mall or something. And I said, no, you do not have to be educated to do something like that. You could be crossing the road with your woman and you hold her hand as her man or something. So it doesn't need you to be educated. You're just looking out for her, But like I said, most people argue, but most of the arguments are based off materialistic things. When most of the things is not like these other things, because I might come in a relationship and I'm not specifically looking for money, but I want to lean on you emotionally, Yeah. So you think, no, she just wants money. If she comes over, we are going to have a good time. I'll exhaust her.
Exhaustion.
And then instead of giving, they give you like money to just transport or something.
Okay.
But how many people do you hear that go for dates like massages, to the spouse,
A
things
pedicure
like that.
together.
A pedicure together. You see,
Brivian is shaking his head.
you push your girl to the saloon, things like that. Like
Pick her up from the
these are
saloon
small
and clear her
things,
bill.
You know, these are small things. Sometimes it's not asking for too much.
Okay.
And these are some of the things we mean when we say like being romantic.
Okay.
But most men here will think it's being weak. Or, you know, you'll hear even their buddies advising them not to do it. Like, man, she'll start, you know, being disrespecting you, or you know, she won't see you as a man. You know, you lose it with her. So things like that.
Let me just say this real quick, because if you go to like the black, like where I'm from in Sacramento, if you ask women in our community, okay, dealing with African American men, they're gonna say the same things that you're saying.
Oh, really?
Probably about us. So what I'm saying is relative, because at the same time, I've heard Ugandan men talk about Ugandan women, and they have the same complaints or concerns, right? But then if I go to Nairobi, and the guy in Nairobi will be like, how do you feel about Ugandan women? Oh, those Ugandan women, they're very submissive, you know? So, or maybe Ugandan men, you go to Kenya. Maybe a Kenyan woman feels like that's a better match for her. So you're gonna get like, if we hear like Ugandan men go to Nigeria, and Nigerian women are saying the same thing about Ugandan men, then it would make sense. But if you go to Nigeria or even Congo and talk to their people, they're gonna say the same things you're saying. Nigerian men are not, you know, they could say some of that. I know, but Nigerian and Congolese men typically do have a good reputation for spending money.
West African men.
Oh. But yeah, so what I'm saying is, it's relative. So people typically like somebody that's not from where they're at.
Oh, yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what? Even if you call the Nigerian, you know, next time we shall have a Nigerian girl on here, I think she'll still say that men still get that men are still romantic.
I'm going to defend my Uganda.
You know, our issue is not, I know someone's going to be that
I'm in
person.
Uganda now.
She's materialistic. It's all about the money. It's not the money.
We must defend our
It is not the
Uganda.
money. Ugandan men will stress you with when can I see you? No
Okay.
plan, no nothing, no vibes. All you do is when can I see you? When can I see you? What are you doing? When can I see you?
We must keep in
What
touch.
are you, an English teacher? When
must
can I
keep in
see you?
touch.
What do you mean you must keep in touch? You offer nothing. You don't offer a date. You don't offer any plan. You offer nothing. All you offer is when can I see you? Come to my place. When can I see you? Come to my place. You have no dinner plans?
When can I see you in this heavy
Rain.
season with all the
May it rain on you.
So
May it rain on you. Is that a lie? How many times do you tell girls when can I see you? Without offering anything to back
Well,
up. No plan, no
the
nothing.
Lord gave us eyes to see.
Oh my God.
So we need to see. Anyway, be the point I'm trying to make here. What is happening? These Ugandan girls, I don't know about Kenya. Okay, it's the same thing almost. But I'm speaking because I'm in Uganda here. These Ugandan girls, they are not even after a relationship. They are just materialistic.
No. But let me...
These ladies are just, most of them are like, how do I benefit? They are in a relationship. They look at it as a business. Like, if this guy has money, everything has to come from the man. She will even say, invest in me. Are you a business?
Yes.
I thought I'm supposed to
Invest in your woman.
No, I thought I was supposed to. I'd rather invest in a business than
Invest
we both
in both.
benefit.
He said, are you a business?
I can't spend on. So these ladies are just, how much can I eat from?
No, but you know what?
Hey.
You know, every relationship needs money. Strip money away.
I know that
Can
is
you
true.
be in a relationship without money?
That is true. Relationship needs money.
To even move
But
to that person, you need
you
money.
people are-
What are you gonna do? Fly? Walk on water?
You Ugandan ladies just want to. How much can I remove from this
No,
man?
it's okay. Continue.
The character. I think also that is more of a character. That romance that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Besides the Telemundo and what, it's also more of a character bring up. Like, if you grew up from a family whereby your parents taught you maybe how to respect ladies, or you grew up with ladies, you may know how to respect ladies, as compared to someone who grew up and only what? And only, yes, because they are in the society, they are beta males and alpha males. Some, not all of us can be alpha males. They are beta. Now those things of Sijui, I'm in the supermarket, the lady gives you a bag, Mukare for my bag.
Yeah, let's do the shopping.
That activity is more of the beta male side.
Oh. No, you see, that's what Rachel was talking about.
No, listen, I'm going to say.
Oh, okay.
But there are people who can accommodate that, and I have no problem with it, by the way. But
it's not that, Brian. What the Ugandan women are trying to say is that it wouldn't hurt you if you went the extra mile.
Mm-hmm.
When I think of Ugandan men, I think of the bare minimum. When I'm gonna say this, cancel me if you want. When I think of dating a Ugandan man, I'll think of laziness. And it's not laziness in terms of work. It's laziness in terms of the pursuit, the courtship. You do not put in effort, yet you expect so much.
I think you land
you
on
can't
the wrong
reap where
man.
you didn't plant.
Say it again.
I think she lands on the wrong man, by the way.
No.
Because
That could be true.
If he would have said it about Ugandan women, you would say, what kind of women are you dealing with?
Yes, exactly.
You would not accept that.
That could be true. That could be true because I've been very unfortunate with Ugandan men. That has been my cross, and I'll stand by that. I've been unfortunate with Ugandan men. There is that. But leave the men that I've been unfortunate with. I see all of you that I work with. You have the same mentality. All the boys on this except one. Oh, except two. Except three. Except three. They know themselves. I see how you people think. When we're in the car and you guys are talking, we see how you think. When we're at a shoot and you guys are just having your guy chat, we see how you think. When I'm at the gym and I hear the men talk, it's the same thing. So whether I'm dating them or not, it's the same thing. Ask any Ugandan girl. Pick out one girl who says she's been lucky. Of course, this is not to generalize. There are good men out there. But if the shoe fits...
Yeah, we are there. We are so many.
Which there? We are. Who doesn't take girls on dates?
I am the most romantic person.
Oh, you're not romantic.
Provided the woman I am with is what? We are the same pair. When I realize you want me to invest in you as if you are what? A business. That's where the problem comes in.
Yeah.
And you know what's even more funny?
What ladies, please. And before you jump into a conclusion, before you detooth someone.
It's not the truth thing.
No, you ladies come to eat.
Well, what do you want them to do?
You come to rescue yourselves. A lady has been suffering in poverty. So immediately, Ugandan ladies are almost also the same.
There is wealth by marriage.
There's a certain pattern. There's a certain pattern. Ugandan ladies have some very weird pattern. Immediately you enter a relationship with a Ugandan lady. Somehow, if you realize.
Preach.
The next week is her birthday. No, somehow, I don't know how you. I don't know how you. Either it's a wrong timing, but always when you enter a relationship like this, the birthday is next week. Then from there, if she's at campus, somehow she ate over part of her tuition. Now you have to top up. She will tell you, send me money. Then from nowhere, I need rent. Before even ask, you want to help the lady, but
why should she ask you? Why can't you offer?
Auntie, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Come with clear intentions.
Okay.
If you have come to the truth, make it clear.
Look, let me just say this, right?
Find your wife.
Two things I've seen, because I'm like notorious on WhatsApp, like on Uganda. So I have a lot of friends here now. So I see, like, there's one lady in particular had a birthday very similar to mine, and some guy flew her to Zanzibar.
Ooh.
And so she's coming back demanding that guys buy her birthday cakes in Kampala. It's not everybody, but just like, okay, you were like, obviously you didn't fly yourself there. Somebody flew you there. So then you demand that this other guy, and now she's taking pictures with like a whole other guy. So there's this whole thing like, okay, if this guy does all these things, who's to say that she's not doing something with somebody else, which is... It's very possible. I'm not saying it's all around the world, right?
Most of the time.
But one of the things I also understand, like by watching Ugandan media, is women ought to be given. Like that's the one thing I've noticed here is like women ought to be given because they're women.
There's a saying. It's called omkaza. Rachel, what's the saying? Omchala wewa, something like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
I'm gonna say some more about honey. So this is what I think. I even hear men saying this: women ought to be given. Women ought to be given. That's the mentality I see. And then when I hear Ugandan men speak, it's like, okay, women ought to be given. It seems like to me as a man, you have to do whatever you have to do. Then she just has to stay at the finish line and wait for you to come there. And then she picks from you. But the reality is that no man who has done that anywhere in the world is not going to accept something like that for the most part. Some guy might do that when he first gets rich and he'll start making mistakes by just dealing with ladies that, okay, I'm going to just give it to you because you're beautiful and I didn't have access. But after that guy starts to learn, he's going to require you to do something and he's not going to just give it to you. One thing I would say I like about Ugandan men in general, they're not going to just give you something because you deserve it or you feel like you deserve it. Like, what did you do to be... And I think a lot of ladies just want somebody to just give you something. Like, oh, like the Nigerian guys, Congolese guys, American guys, they're just giving you something. But like, are they going to stay giving it to you? Or are you going to be there for like 5 or 6 months and then he's gone? So like, I don't think that the women here from what I see on the media, they feel like, I'm a woman. You need to just do these things for me. Invest in my business. I'm not saying this is everybody, but I kind of feel like, and that's the mentality people say, you're a woman, you're supposed to be giving. But what about this guy who has his own family, he has his own things? Why should he be spending his money on you when he can be developing himself and then you might just not be there anymore? Like, and how many guys have been burnt like that in this country probably, or in Kenya?
Okay, on that point, it brings me back to what Rachel said in the beginning, that there are some people who are raised to be providers only. They were not taught how to be romantic and everything. Okay. So, like, also, like what Juanita was saying, that there are actually good men out there. Now, they are now the bad fruits. We're talking about the bad fruits. The bad
if you're
fruits,
a good man,
yes, the bad fruits destroy it for these other people. So they make everyone look bad. Because right now, like in Kenya, most guys are like, oh, I can't be in a serious relationship with any girl in this generation right now because they just want to be, social media dolls and do all that. But no, it's not every girl. Some of these girls want to get married. Some of these girls are actually wife material. But just because you see she has an Instagram, already she is a socialite. She wants to be out there. So these bad fruits, like in Kenya, there's a saying, you can't date a Brian. You can't date a Kevin.
Thank you for mentioning Brian. Because
you can't
what's your name?
Sorry.
Brian.
But it's no Brian's, Kevins, those people with like names like
God knows you can't date a Patrick.
Trevor, those two fancy names, Leon, those upcoming names. Leave those names of the Bible like James. What is James going to do? You know? Those two names, those people are going to teach you character development. So the same thing, like, you'll even see it in at home. Like, you find your father was just trained to be a provider. He just buys things. He's an ATM dad. But he doesn't... Your mom is
doesn't
also
love her.
you don't
in public. Or if he loves her, it's like behind the
even like when you go
in the bedroom,
when you go to events and let's say a family gathering and everybody's introducing themselves, it's like, these are my people. What do you mean these are my people?
Right? That's your family.
Yeah, these are my people. I let them introduce themselves.
East African men don't introduce their women. Oh, this is my honey, this is my boo, this is my love. Like, this is my madam. This is my missus.
You must defend our
That's
brothers
how you
today.
introduce the love of your life. That's how you introduce your wife.
Boss,
my
like those
You must defend our brothers
What is
today.
she, a pimp?
So when we say romance, we mean like make your woman feel appreciated, seen, worthy of being, like so that she can have pride. Even when she says, this is my husband, you can see the pride on her face. She's happy. But right now, this is my person. What do you mean this is your person? Your person, like you bought them? Is she your person, like...
Can I ask a question? Brian?
Yeah.
How many women have ever made you feel very appreciated?
That's...
Oh.
They are there, but they are...
Very few.
What did they do to make you feel appreciated?
They gave me peace of mind.
For you to cheat or for you to be peaceful?
Not to cheat. Peace of mind, and they were developmental. They gave me direction. They took good care of me, and they made me feel appreciated.
How many of those were? Let me ask you this: for those women who made you feel like that, did you make them feel like that also?
Why not?
But the problem is, not so many make you feel like this,
exactly.
Right? But they expect something.
Nowadays, to find such is very difficult.
When you say developmental, is it because you were spending less on her?
No, this is not about spending. Me, I was spending on her. because she made me
That
feel
is like-
developmental. You see, once the woman is right for you, that's why they say there is nothing like a stingy man. Once the woman
Yes.
is right for you, you look for that money to spend on her.
You see? Yes, that is it.
It brings me
So
to that
maybe
other
we just
point.
keep landing on the
When
wrong.
we were telling you see, it's not that when a man wants to spend on a woman, he will spend on a woman.
Exactly.
Now the problem with East African men, you have just simply refused. It doesn't matter.
They have refused.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which woman it is. The right one, the wrong one, you have refused.
They have refused.
Maybe
Yeah,
we keep
you have
landing on our.
refused.
We keep
You know,
colliding.
yeah, but then also, let me defend my people before they come for me in the comment section. Also, the fact that we are in a country where there's not a high earning power.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
So of course, like the jobs are not paying that much. The economy isn't growing that much. So
Yeah.
you can understand when these men don't have money,
Right.
to spend.
Yeah.
But on the other side, acts of service and being romantic does not necessarily need you to have money.
Okay.
Because you can do more. You can make your woman feel special. The issue with Ugandan, East African men is that you're not making your woman feel special. And for a woman to be feminine and submissive, she needs to feel special.
Okay.
That's why you're out here fighting women. Like
fighting any woman.
you said you feel like you're out here. No, because they're more masculine. You feel like they
Yeah.
want to fight. I remember everything you say in an
That
episode.
is you guys who came up with emancipation.
No, so because
You ladies were bored. You woke up and said.
No.
You woke up and said, but why can't we also
No,
match
let me
these
tell you
men?
something.
Yeah, exactly.
Let us be on the same level. That was you. Now we are trying to treat you like on the same line. You now
don't
saying,
want to be treated
now we want to be romantic. You ladies first have to make up your minds.
No, let me tell you
Emancipation,
something,
honey.
Brian. There's a reason why players win every time. You see those guys who cheat on their women like nobody's business, and you wonder why is this woman never leaving him. There's a reason why they always stay winning. It's because they make each girl believe she is the only
one.
girl in the world. And he will bet on that. He will be with Caro, Lisa, I don't know who.
Mona Lisa.
All of them, but he will make sure each one of them feels like she is the only girl in the world.
Okay.
And now you're complaining.
That is another topic of its own.
So you're saying that the guys in other parts of Africa, in comparisons here to here,
Yeah.
will make women from East Africa, most notably Nigerian and Congolese men.
No,
West
African. West African.
But Congolese is not at West African.
Oh, it's Central, yeah.
Yeah, and they spend a lot of money, I know.
Oh, those
But
ones.
they're very close. It's like just a jump like this in Nigeria.
That's a very. You know what?
Who is actually more Congolese or Nigerian men? I know a lot of old ladies keep saying they love Congolese men. I keep hearing it here.
Really?
A lot.
I feel like it's a tie because they kind of have the same type of tendencies. With Nigerian men, they spend a lot. Yeah, he might make you feel special, but he might also develop your character very much. But with Congolese, but with Congolese men, they're the gentle, like they're the gentle giants. Like he'll massage you. He'll
okay,
take you to
honey.
dinner. He will do those things. He will give you money and all that. Like he will be concerned about your mental health, your physical health. Like they will be concerned with you generally. Yeah, sips drinks, Brian. Sip a drink.
Yes, they will.
So tasty.
No, it's a thing. I've also seen on TikTok, South African girls also complain about South African men.
Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
I dated a South African lady before, and that was...
Yeah, they complain about South African. What is it? I feel like at the end of the day, these men just don't want to listen. They want
listen,
to do what they want to do.
Shout out to my South African brothers. Y'all are just going too hard on the brothers. Shout out to the African brother. We here defending y'all today. These ladies in general don't feel like they need to do nothing for y'all. It's the truth. They don't have to do nothing for you. They've been watching all these shows in America and stuff like that. Don't need to be watching them. I'll be seeing her watching them when she's supposed to be at work. They don't feel like they got to give you nothing. That's what it is. They don't feel like they need to do nothing for you. And then once you get some money and you get rich, you're supposed to do everything for them. And now you don't want to do it. Now they mad. The issue is this: the ladies going to have to be competitive, because the one thing about African men, right? If a guy starts getting like $2,000 or $3,000 a month, if he can get that, his life changes dramatically forever. He ain't got to stay here and deal with you. He can go right over there to Chigali. He can go to whatever. And while you over there talking about all these different dudes, he's been married like 5-6 times already. You know? So the thing about it is, what are you doing to keep your successful men wanting to be with you? And a lot of ladies don't feel like you ain't got to do nothing but give me your money. Kameza money.
I disagree with you, O'Shea. You know why? Like I said again, it is the bad fruit. You guys are out here dating Instagram models and you think they will not ask you
nice
for
ladies
money.
here.
No, yes, there are
But
nice
anybody
ladies.
will ask you for
There are
money
nice
and-
ladies,
and-
and I will speak like on my behalf. Me, if I am seeing someone and he is good to me, I will also be good to him. It's a win-win situation. It's a two-way street. You give, I give. Now, if you go out there
don't
and
give,
you
you
date
don't
all
give.
those girls who don't feel like they need to provide
In
for
this Africa.
yes.
You know what? O'Shea is out here defending his African brothers, but let us put him on the spotlight once again. Well, how come you're romantic? How come you are nice to
How
the
did you
girls that
find out that this is
we
romantic?
see,
I'm a Christian.
all the girls see it.
I'm a Christian.
No, but O'Shea needs to tell us, why are you different from Brian?
You can't say
Say
you're
it.
What do you mean by
Christian.
is romantic? What does he
Even
do?
these men
by
out
then?
here, they are Christians. They don't do that.
Yeah.
O'Shea,
No, he's just
why
joking.
did they say that you're romantic? I need to first know.
No, because
I'm
we
a Christian.
see.
And
we
what
see.
does he do? Does he open the door? Does he carry the woman's
He
bag?
opens the door, he carries the bags, he takes them for shopping. What else? He buys them things, he's
The
sending
O'Shea,
them
no.
money.
He listens
Not to
to
send him-
them.
This is the
To
listen,
them?
do not
What do you mean them?
no what
Y'all
no.
about to be fired.
But O'Shea, you need to tell us how come you treat women the way you treat them and then the other man doesn't treat women the way they treat them since you're defending them.
No, what I'm saying is this. Like, normally I'm just an exceptional person like that. It's not my fault. But no, what I would say is I feel like, okay, African brothers will do for them any woman that like I would do. No, I'm from America. So, you know, we come from more of that romantic culture, and it's part of the upbringing a little bit more than it is here. It's a little bit less, I won't say it's more modern masculine. I guess, like, you know, you're supposed to do for your woman, you're supposed to take her nice places and things like that. Like,
Yes.
but
Are you listening?
Yes, I'm listening.
no. So yeah, so I mean, but that, I'm like that in general, just normally, because you could be raised doing that, but don't mean you're gonna still do it. But also, too, I'll tell you one thing: I'm more inclined to do it more if I see a woman that is worth me doing it for. That's the situation, like, because you know how many times I like, you know, even being here, you'll meet somebody and you want to do those things for it, and you be like, oh, that person's not worth doing that for.
Yeah.
So if I'm saying that, I'm not saying it's not everywhere, it's all over the black world, right? But these guys, you know, if I feel like you're a woman, then, because I never tell anybody, like, okay, what I do, I never tell them what I make. I never tell anybody any of that. Like, if I meet somebody, they don't know, unless they've already seen me on this podcast. So I never tell anybody. So I want to see how you're going to behave, something like that, right? But now, if you come to me like demanding, you're entitled, and if that's happening to me, I know it's happening to these guys
Yeah.
in this Africa. So what I'm saying is, if a woman is worth it, any guy's gonna want to take care of you.
Yeah.
Are you the woman that a man wants to take care of? And if the answer is a no,
Yeah.
maybe you're not worth being taken care of.
That's true. That's true. And ladies, if you see that you are around a man who feels like you are not worth taking care of, I hope you run and you never look back, because you can get another one. Hopefully.
You can.
Hopefully. Not to say Ati keep running around,
We,
but
we have some single videographers here at this Kingana Studios.
the videographer left a girl on the expressway. So it's not the one. But guys,
And he has money too.
let's wrap this up.
All right, guys. Like I said,
Last remarks, please.
hey, last remarks. Man, it is what it is. We need to get our shit together. Ladies, please make your intentions clear. Men, please, once you find the right one, treat her well, be romantic, and keep her. It's all about landing on the right person. That's all I may say. Yeah.
Okay. Kohani, last remarks, and Rachel.
Mine would be for the other women listening. Just have enough love for yourselves. if you're going into these relationships with these men, communicate. If
These
they're
men.
not giving you what you want, it's all right. You can leave. And just don't, center your whole life around, men. And if they're not giving you the things you don't want, if you're not romantic in a way that you don't want, and you've
Not
clearly
investing in,
communicated it, I mean, fly. Don't run. Just fly.
Kohani. She said fly.
Well, for me, it would be like for those people who are out there and you are the toxic one, please stop spoiling it for all the nice people out there. Because there are people who are really nice and they get into relationships with people who you hurt.
Okay.
And now they have to struggle. And also, if you're out there and you feel like, be flexible, go out there, learn things, ask yourself, what is Kevin doing that I'm not doing, Go learn these things. Vivian. Take advice. Receive it with open arms.
We will change Vivian.
So treat people nicely and they will treat you nicely. Basically.
Amen.
Yeah.
Okay. Oshay, last remarks.
It was fun. Yeah, we should do this more. Hope you guys like the voice in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be doing that more in the future. So thanks for watching.
Yeah.
And,
Before
was a
we
vibe,
go,
right?
there's someone out there typing a paragraph wishing that I won't get married. I'm looking at you who is watching this. Back to the sender. You're probably unmarried and lonely. Okay? Before you come here and think you know everything. But anyway, these topics are fun. Sometimes we like violence to sprinkle here and there. So enjoy the show. Do not be so pressed. If you feel like this episode has tricked you in a certain way and the shoe is fitting, maybe you need to be a little bit more romantic and spend some money. Stop being stingy. Okay? Spend some money.
On the right person.
On the right person. Okay. And just love out there. There's so much love out there in the world. Go out there and love another person. Before you go in the comment section and start crying for us, you could be out there loving a girl on that time that you're spending in the comment section, writing a paragraph and crying about it.
Maybe on the Pan-African dating show too.
Ooh. But yeah, guys, tell the people where they can find you.
Yeah, find me on all platforms at Outer Brand, OUTA Brand. Yeah, man.
Okay.
At O'Shea Duke, Instagram.
Okay. Flip it back. Rachel, tell the people where they can find you.
I don't want to be foul.
Why are you running?
Kohani, where can they find you?
On Instagram at Street Kuhani. No, actually on Instagram at Kuhani, on YouTube at Street Kuhani, and I just opened a Facebook account. So yeah, Street Kuhani. But my Facebook is not gonna be exciting. Don't hold your breath.
Kohani, tell the people where they can also watch you.
You can also watch me on the Pan-African Dating Show, and you can also join me on the Pan-African Dating Show live stream edition every Thursday
Okay.
at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
East African time.
Maybe you can find yourself a girl you can love over there on the Pan-African Dating Show.
And
So
spend
head
on-
over there and love on someone. Also follow us on all our social media platforms at King Under Nation. Hit the bell for notifications. Subscribe to this channel, please. Like this video. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Follow me at Janita Maya. We'll see you guys next time.